Hi, I'm Gus Barney, and in this segment, your love for life has to be greater than your fear for death. Okay. Otherwise, you're not living a life. I see just way too many people, living as, that there's no end to life, and therefore they got to continue to be, in the wheel of continuing to make money and more money and so forth and so on, because they're going to outlive their money, this, that, the other thing. They're in fear, Have an understanding, when you truly understand that you are going to pass away at some point. We don't know when that's going to happen, but it's certainly going to happen. If you look back and you have relatives, okay, and you have friends, and you have relatives of friends, whatever it is, okay, I can go back into my grandparents, okay. I have actually 3 out of 4 of my grandparents. There were long generations in my family tree, meaning that there wasn't short, 15, 20, 25 years and the next generation came in. No. That's why I have grandparents. 3 out of 4 of my grandparents were born in the 1800s. Only one, my mother's mother, was born in the year 1900. Okay. So what happens? My grandfather on my father's side was born in the 1890s. He lived into the 80s, and I just barely, got to know him. My grandmother was born in 1896, and she lived, into her upper 80s, mid to upper 80s, and I got to know her a little better. My other grandfather was born also, sometime in the late 1800s, but he died at a young age, of like 52, and I did not get to know him. So all in all, if you look back, all of these people are gone. What makes you think that you're going to be around forever? So why fear death? Why not just embrace life? That's what we need to do. We need to be good to ourselves right here and now, and not get in the wheel of, having to make money and make money and make money. And money is wonderful. It's an exchange of energy, and it's meant to be used that way, so that we can, move our lives forward, enjoy it, and so forth and so on. But when you're approaching, like somebody that I was starting to work with, that was approaching, his 80s, and money is still, in your mind in a way that you have to have it. I mean, you have to have lots of it. And what is it going to do there, sitting in your bank account? I mean, when he has had strokes, heart attacks, was not in optimal health, has a hard time getting around, this, that, and the other thing. And yet, this is still the cockroaches you have in your head, thinking that that's what you need. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I know that society has sold us on all kinds of things. Like, I've gotten, all kinds of letters from, funeral homes, insurance, for, telling me that, you don't want to burden your kids, you don't want to burden them, you need so much money put away for this, we're going to facilitate this, we're going to take money out of you every month, and so forth and so on. We're living the biggest lie there is, in a country of over-insurance. Okay, there's so many places that don't have anywhere near this kind of insurance, and they all live fine. All right? To me, the day that I drop dead, I tell my kids, listen, put me in a box, or whatever it is you want to do. You want to do something in the house? Do it in the house. You want to cremate me? Cremate me. Don't worry about it. Don't make this a burden for you. Today you can do a funeral for, $1,500 if you want. You don't need to spend $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 on a funeral. This is not a wedding. So let go of the fear of that and start living a life right here and now and in the moment. Don't get caught up by things that have been sold to you that keep you in a hamster wheel and you keep going. And I have a friend that says, she's a CPA. And she goes, oh my God, the routine every day, the same darn thing is just awful what I have to deal with. I mean, and then I get home, I gotta make something to eat. Sometimes I have no help and I gotta cook and this and that. And then before I know it, I mean, I'm so exhausted. I don't even have the strength to watch the TV, just to go lay down, to get up early and do this thing all over again the next day. After a while, if you got any brain power going in here, okay, and if you're really in touch with yourself, okay, from this heart, you realize, hey, listen, I'm getting work to death. For what? Okay, so I have good medical insurance. And what does that mean? What does really good medical insurance mean? I don't think it means that much, because people, the second leading cause of death is, medicine, hospitals, doctors, pharmacists, any number of errors, okay? Your medical insurance is only as good as the doctors that you get your hands on, and it's only as good as what the insurance allows to be put in place. So don't sweat the small stuff. Keep yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically healthy. That's your insurance, okay? And just remember, you are not going to live beyond a certain point. Everybody that was born in the 1800s, I can assure you, they're kaputs now. Kaputs, okay? And, our soul is infinite. If you believe your soul is infinite, then you are going to be much more at ease, because you're going to be connected with the God that created you. And that is where peace comes from. Real peace. So live your best life and stop fearing death, and stop fearing I'm not going to have enough money to make it to the finish line. You'll be okay. So please subscribe and share. And I just want to let you know that coming soon, for all those subscribers, I am going to be giving them an audio meditation, breathing meditation that's only 5 minutes long, and I can take you from a nasty mood, from nasty brain cell impressions, into a much better mood. So, please join me on the next segment, and thank you for being here. Take care. Bye-bye.